Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome. But where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, Tim is continuing with the next step in renovating the 4th bedroom here in our 1975 double-wide fixer-upper. He and our middle son spent last weekend hanging sheetrock in the 4th bedroom, so now Tim is going to begin the process of mudding the drywall. I tell you what, it was a beautiful day here in the Virginia mountains, and as much as we'd like to be outside enjoying the lovely fall weather, well, we've got a lot of work to do to finish this bedroom by our deadline. We hope to have our son moved into his new room sometime before the holiday season is upon us. We're getting there, y'all, but there's no time to goof off. So if you're interested in what we've been up to, then I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. How are you all doing today? I sure hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you are in this great big world. We're doing pretty good up here in the Virginia mountains, just staying busy trying to renovate this old mobile home. Tim and our son spent last weekend hanging the sheetrock here in this bedroom, and I think it looks great. They did a really good job and made great progress. The walls are now ready to be mudded, so that's what Tim is going to get started on today. This will be a several-day process, but we're just excited to get started. Tim and our family began the process of renovating this mobile home in April of 2023, so we've been renovating for a year and a half now. We previously completely gutted and renovated 3 of the 5 bedrooms here in our mobile home. It has always been our goal to have Granny and our 3 sons settled into their brand new rooms as soon as possible, so that way they have a nice new space to go to while we renovate the rest of the home. Granny and 2 of our boys' rooms are finished, and they are enjoying their new spaces, but now it's time to get our middle son's room finished as soon as possible. Hopefully his room will be ready for him to move into sometime before Christmas. At least that's the goal. I feel confident that we can pull it off, especially with Tim doing the drywall. We had made the mistake of hiring someone else to do the drywall in the last 3 rooms, and that turned out to be a disaster. But not this time. Tim is doing a great job. There's Supervisor Max. He's never far away. He's always close by to make sure Tim is doing a good job, or else he might not get paid in treats today. Max loves treats, but he loves attention even more. Max will turn 3 in December. I can't believe he's already been a part of our family for over 2 years now. He came to us while we were living in a rental trailer back at the trailer park that we lived in, while searching for a home to buy. He kept showing up on our doorstep, and as it turned out, his previous owners were looking to find a new home for him. He was about 9 months old at the time and had a bad habit of chewing up everything. Thankfully, he's outgrown that now, but he's very needy. He needs a lot of pets, cuddles, and affection. He's the best boy ever, and I can't imagine life without him. Our son wants to hang wood slats on the 2 window walls, so that's why they only hung sheetrock on 2 of the walls. Once Tim finishes the job of mudding and sanding the drywall, then the next step will be to paint the drywall. After that, they will install the wood slats. Once that's finished, we'll have the new vinyl plank flooring installed, and then our son's room will be ready for him to move into. I have received a few comments about how close the wall is to the wood stove. We previously tore down this wall and rebuilt it, and Tim rebuilt the new wall in the same location it was previously located. We plan to fireproof the wall by either hanging corrugated metal or by tiling the wall with ceramic tiles. We're not quite sure yet, but by the time we're ready to use the wood stove this winter, the wall should be fireproof. never really renovated a home before, so I was completely unaware of what to expect. It's full of challenges, that's for sure. We always knew we wanted to buy a fixer-upper, so that way we could renovate it and make it our own, but sometimes I think we've bitten off more than we can handle with this mobile home. We never expected we would have to completely gut each and every room right down to the studs and floor joists in order to make it right, but by the time we're done with the renovations, we'll have a brand new home. As of right now, the only things that are staying are the windows. We've already replaced the roof and bought a new heat pump, and eventually we will have to replace the siding and shutters on the outside. I can't wait. It's going to be so nice once it's finished, that's for sure. This room looks much brighter already since we pulled out the old wood paneling. I just hope the wood slat walls don't darken it back up too much. I suppose it just depends on what color wood my son chooses. I think oak would look nice, but we'll just have to wait and see. Tim is almost finished with the first coat of mud. He thinks it will take about 3 coats of mud before he can sand the walls down, and unfortunately we won't get that far today. We have time for about 1.5 coats before we have to call it quits. Once he finishes the first coat, we'll have to let it dry, so we'll head outside on this beautiful fall day for a little break before he starts on the second coat. Tim and our son did a really good job hanging up the sheetrock. It looks like a professional did it. I love when our sons are able to help out with the renovations. They are learning such great skills. Unfortunately, on days like today when they're at school, it's just Tim and I. Well, mostly Tim, working on the house. Speaking of kids at school, we're about to have to call it a day. We have kids to go run all over town. But first, Tim will finish the second coat of mud up on the ceiling. Well, y'all, I feel really good with the progress that we've made today. It won't be long now, and before we know it, we'll be painting the new walls, and then we'll be hanging wood slats and installing a new floor, and then our son can move into his new room. Alright, y'all, well, I guess that's about it for another video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to talk to you in my next one. Y'all have a great week. Bye, y'all.